All right, all right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Clumsy Clairvoyance. Ah, woo! This is a special edition. This is for your super blue moon. This is just a special in general. This is going to be on some things that are especially pertinent or important and kind of cool about this specific full or this specific blue moon. It is also a full moon. Um, and also about some cleansing and clearing practices y'all might even want to be using on the next full moon that you could use during any full moon, okay? Um, but having said that, let me go ahead and make myself smaller. You guys like that I use kind of like the wild photo, like woo, since it's a full moon, like ah woo. Okay. Yes, no, let me know in the chat. I will be with you guys during the premiere. So it's kind of like I'm talking to you from the past and in the present as well. I kind of like it. Normally you guys just see me live, even though I am like recording this in live time, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, so let me make myself smaller and we shall begin. Ah woo! Ah woo! By Clumsy. Yes, I named Ah woo! Ah woo! I want to hear everyone in the chat give me your best ah woo right now. Okay, so ah woo. So just real quick, I did want to give everybody just a tiny bit of some history and backlord. OMG, I can't even edit that part out. What a hot mess, right? Backlord. Oh no, I'm gonna hear it for that one. I just know it. All right. So anyway, just a little bit of history and some back lore, some back history and lore about the moon. Okay. So many of you probably might even know this. Perhaps yes, perhaps no. But historically, lunatic is a term because we hear the moon often referred to as the lunar calendar, right? Which means the moon calendar. So the origins of lunatic, it's a term referring to a person who is seen as mentally ill, dangerous, foolish, or crazy conditions once attributed to, quote, lunacy. The word derives from ... being affected or inflicted by the full moon or the stages of the moon, the cycles of the moon, moreover, okay? Another really cool and interesting kind of tidbit from history when we go way, way back, there's widespread association of the moon with the land of the dead, the place to which souls ascend after death and are given the power of rebirth. So this is the lunar governance of the cycle, likewise leads to association of the moon and fate. So that's kind of how way back when we go... the moon, the lore of the moon really goes back to the Egyptians and further, to the Mayans. As long as we've been finding, like paintings and other kind of, agricultural, I don't know if you call that agricultural, actually. What would that be? More geographical evidence, of like, people painting on walls, stuff like that. But the moon has been a concise thing that people have painted because it's been there, right? So, having said that, that's just a little bit of back history, some cool little fun facts for y'all. Now let's get to this specific full moon, okay? Look how cute that is with the whale's tail, by the way. Do you love it? I try to put a lot of blue in here because of the, the blue super full moon, even though it's not blue, but still. Okay, so this is a rare super blue moon, August 30th, 2023. Whoop, whoop. Why is the full moon so dang special? Okay. So why is this full moon, so dang special? So It's occurring as the second full moon in 1 month. Okay, that's one note of it. And it's the fourth full moon of a seasonal time frame, meaning like spring, summer, winter, autumn. Saturn will also be close by to visit. Do you like how I put that? Like they're going to be visiting. Saturn will even be visible to many with a telescope. Like they'll be able to see some type of spark or some type of light close by. And there's not going to be another one like this. It's reported till 2037. So guys, whatever you're doing tonight, please just make sure you go outside, say hello to that beautiful moon, say hello to it, take it in, indulge it, and like be in awe of it. I mean, nature really is awesome. I don't even care if I sound like a tree hugger because it really is. Okay, so but this is especially cool though too. This is a full moon in Pisces. Also, the moon also will be accompanied by Saturn, which is holding an opposition with the sun in Virgo. So there is a little bit of what you might call an astrology, because I myself started reading my own birth chart probably like this last year, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. And when you have an opposition, this is really thought to be like two different sides of the spectrums as far as the planets go, because they literally are normally on, or they actually are on two different sides during this time. So there's challenges and hurdles spiritually or in a metaphysical sense that can arise from it. All right. And accompanying this full moon, at least, I know of at least 4 planets that are going to go into retrograde right after this full moon. Or, yeah, directly after it, if not occurring after tonight. So, yikers. Right? Blue moon magic, y'all. So, what does a full moon represent in a spiritual or real ritualistic way? Okay, so the full moon is the time of, so one thing I do want to say or kind of let you guys in on is, so because of the cycles of the moon, each cycle would have a different purpose or has a different purpose in a spiritual or a metaphysical context. Okay. So new moons, I would be wanting to bring something into me. So remember, new means I want it because it's new. Come bring it to me. And the full moon is no, I'm full. I don't want any more. Get rid of it almost. If you want to like think of something clever to think of it or to remember it with. But it's easy. The full moon is what you want to rid yourself of or release yourself of. And the new moon is what you want to bring in to your energy in your space. So the full moon is the time of releasing what no longer serves us, letting go, ridding ourselves of the negatives, quote unquote negatives, freeing oneself, making room for the good and or intentions. Okay. And we'll talk about setting intentions in just a moment. Okay, so the blue moon in Pisces with Saturn in opposition. Okay, so this is what's important to keep in mind. If you guys don't really know much about astrology, that's okay. That's what I'm here for this exercise. So, but this just kind of connects to why this particular full moon or blue moon is full blue moon, super moon is important or is interesting, especially from an astrological kind of metaphysical type view, from a woo-woo view. All right, so Pisces is related to our emotions, creativity, endings, sensitivity, and empathy. They're very empathic, highly creative, very fluid creativity. Now, because of what's going on, right? We're right here. We're on the full moon, but I would put money on that some of you have been feeling like your emotions maybe have been up and down lately, especially with the retrogrades going on. So emotions, especially those that are connected to relationships, may be at an all-time, or maybe be an all-time higher, have been built up until this super full moon. So tensions could be high right now in regards to relationships and communicating with, a spouse, loved one, etc. Now, Saturn's attributes are interesting. So Pisces, okay, look over here to the left. Remember, Pisces is emotional, creative, endings, sensitivity, empathy. They're also very compassionate, okay? Very compassionate people. Saturn's attributes are hard work, responsibility, self-sacrifice, and boundaries. So we have one that's like almost like this very free, loving, free flowing energy, and then we got Saturn like whipping you into shape on the opposition of the sun. So very interesting. These two dynamics coming together for a full moon. Okay. Now cleansing your energy of bad juju. So this is kind of like the meat and potatoes, if you will. Oh, sorry. Oh, woo! It's a full moon. So the full moon is not only ideal for cleansing and clearing your stones and crystals, but also ridding yourself of negative / toxic / unwanted energies, balancing your emotions, and expressing your creativity in a fluid way. Now, you'll see a little thing up there. It says, note, these are specific to this full moon. Yes, I set these intentions for this full moon specifically. So if you want to do this at home with me, bust out a piece of paper. We will do it together. So having said that, go ahead. You can pause it if you need to. There'll probably be another minute or two before I start on this end, so you're good. So again, the full moon is not only ideal for cleansing and clearing your stones and crystals, but ridding yourself of negative / toxic / unwanted energies, balancing your emotions, and expressing your creativity in a fluid way. Now, what to do and what you may need to cleanse or clear your own energy and the vibes. Okay, so quiet place, if possible, minimal distractions. That's fairly important. Do the best you can do, though, right? I get it. We all, people have kids, we have lives, so I know it's not always quiet. But I will say, if you can get, just a little quiet space in a moment, it makes all the difference. Also, you're gonna want to sage your space. Use sage, incense, Palo Santo, salt, or black salt. Any of those will work. Okay, to kind of cleanse and clear the space around you. I think everybody I know has at least regular salt, so no excuses here, people. Now, before we start that, I'm actually going to bust out my paper, so I'll give you guys a second to kind of catch up with me here. Oh gosh, that's something I'm going to catch up with me here. What a weirdie. All right. Oh, where'd my paper go? I was supposed to be all prepared. Look at me. Oh, I'm blaming the full moon. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to blame the full moon. What say you? You concur? Oh, yeah, you can argue with me. I love this. Okay. Hold on. Okay, guys, you guys bust out your pieces of paper and I will be right back. I do need to get one more thing. All right. Hopefully you guys didn't miss me too much. So now we're going to do this together. All right, y'all? So really quickly, you guys got your list ready? You guys probably already write down your, probably like, Clumsy, we're way ahead of you, lady. That's okay. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. So let me make myself bigger. All right, so I keep black salt on deck. So what I'm gonna do is just sprinkle a little bit around the paper, around my space, just to rid of any negative energies. Okay. Now you're also gonna need. I probably should have told you this when I got mine, but you're also gonna need like a ceramic bowl or like a cup like this. Like I have. I brought. Look, y'all. Look what I brought out. Look what I busted out just for you guys. Isn't that cute? My cool little mug. This just has water in it. But you see what it says on the inside? To the moon and back. To the moon and back. Cute, huh? All right, so, anywho, enough showing off my mug. But, okay, so you're going to need this for one or two reasons, which I'm going to explain right now. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, and it could be like a ceramic, like bowl, whatever, whatever you got, just with a little bit of water, okay? Now, right here, we're going to, just like it says on the presentation, we're going to write down 3 to 4 things that are affecting us or affecting, yourself and that's making you feel emotionally unwell. Or that is something that you want to ban from your energy field that it's making you feel emotionally unwell or that you just don't like it. It makes you, makes you feel off or just not good in general. It's unwanted, unwarranted, etc. Negative, toxic, or unwanted energies. Okay, so you're gonna do 3 to 4 of them. I'm writing mine with you, so don't be shy. Okay. If you did yours already, type it in the chat. I would love to know what y'all put. If you feel like sharing, I know it's kind of personal, so I get it. So let me see, 3 or 4 things. Okay. Now, this could be things that, like, when we're thinking of negative things that are affecting you emotionally, negatively, it could be things that you're doing, someone else is doing, anything you can think of, okay? Right, let me do 1 or 2 more. We could be here all night with mine, just saying. I'm just kidding. Halfway. So, okay, okay. So this could be all different types of things that could be affecting you emotionally. Okay, guys. So I'm going to give you some examples. So on mine, I wrote feeling lost. I gotta switch these lights off. That thing is just too bright. And like I said, feel free to get creative with it. I mean, even if you have more than 4, that's great. It's a good thing, okay? Don't take it as a bad thing. Ooh, it got dark. The darkness. There we go. All right. So allowing myself to engage in negative self-talk. Feeling like I'm never enough. Using laughter or immaturity to hide pain. And feeling lost. Like I said, this could be a wide range of anything. How you're making yourself feel, how others make you feel. Just the important thing is to be honest here, okay? So you're gonna have your little list right there. And you can do 1 or 2 things. This is why we have the water for 2 reasons, okay? So let me post this bad boy up in here for a second, or around here. There we go. Now right here, now you can do this with a candle or without a candle, okay? I like fire. And some people don't like fire. But hold on, I just had my lighter, Joe. Where did I put it? Did I really leave my lighter? I just had it 2 seconds ago. Oh yeah, I have it. Okay, phew. I was gonna be so mad at myself. All right. Awoo! Can I get another awoo? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna light this. If you want to use a candle, and if you do, I would suggest using some anointing oil if you have it. If not, you can always sprinkle some salt on it. This is to give this candle a clear base to make sure that it's not being used for anything else. And also, after we do this ritual, you're gonna want to leave this candle going until it's done. Do not blow it out, okay? But if you don't have a candle, you can still do it without it, okay? Just letting you know ahead of time. All right. Let that light up a little bit. Turn on my fan. So what I want you to do now, whether you have the candle or not, is I want you to look at your list, okay? These are the 3 to 4 things that you're feeling emotionally unwell about or that you want to rid yourself of at this time, okay? So take a look at them. And while you're doing it, just take a few deep breaths and reflect on them. Really take in what you wrote down, all right? And then you'll say them out loud, and either you will say it out loud, burn it, and then dunk it, or you will just straight dunk it, okay? And you would leave it in there for 24 hours if you're just using the water, okay? I am using fire and water just so I don't burn anything down. So I'm going to start with feeling lost. And we're just going to watch as that burns away. Next, I'm using laughter or some form of immaturity to hide pain. I'm actually happy you guys are doing this with me. If you're doing it with me. If you're not, then you're just with me doing it with me. Feeling like I'll never be enough. And then lastly, allowing myself to engage in negative self-talk to myself. Talking shit about myself. Arf, arf. Ow. Okay. And like I said, y'all, do not blow out that candle, okay? And now I want you guys to do one more thing before we do end this, okay? You guys already wrote, 3-4 things about yourself that you want to get rid of emotionally, or in regards to, your emotions or how you've been feeling emotionally. And if you have time, write down 1, 2, or 3, however many things you want more of emotionally in your life. And you're going to save that for the new moon. And maybe we'll do this again if you guys want to do it during the new moon, okay? So think of 3 things that you would like emotionally, or in an emotionally satisfying way, okay? Like maybe commitment, okay? Or friendship, or communication with loved ones, okay? Whatever would make you feel happy, pretty much, emotionally content. Okay, like, so for mine, I put being and showing gratitude, feeling myself, and communicating and having better communication with loved ones. Okay, so this is something that if you want, you could say it out loud like 3 times and kind of instill it, but regardless, I want you to take this, put it somewhere safe, put it even on an altar so you can look at it until the new moon comes in, because that's when you will use it to bring in the energy you want. Make sense? Make sense? Okay, well, thank y'all for chilling with me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And please, please, please promise me you're going to go out and howl at the moon tonight. Everyone has to pinky swear it to me, okay? Ah, woo!